folks, my name is Dave and I'm one of the customer service reps here at Beretta Australia, and I'm here today in our showroom to talk to you today about the Seiko 85 Long Range. So the 85 Long Range is built on Seiko's 85 Action, available in 2 chamberings and action lengths. First action length being 300 Win Mag in a long action, and the second offering being a 338 Lapua Magnum in an extra long action, which I'm holding here in my hand. Both actions feature a floor plate magazine, and as always with Seikos, they're incredibly tough, but they're also incredibly smooth. Moving up to the barrel here, it features a heavy profile barrel, which means this thing's going to handle heat well, and you're going to be able to fire a number of rounds through it before you have to let it cool down. The barrel is also cold hammer forged, meaning it's tough. So this thing is going to last. If you're looking to starting to look to get into some serious mid to long range shooting, you can fire as many rounds as you want through this and not necessarily have to worry about burning up your barrel life with test loads, collecting data, etc. Also too, comes from the factory fitted with a muzzle brake as standard. This can be removed if you do want to change it, but to be honest, this thing goes great and you're probably not going to need to change it. Aside from that, it's all set up in this black laminate stock, which yeah, looks pretty good. Looks like a long range rig.
Hello everybody, this is Chisholm with Daniel Defense, bringing you your first look today at the DD5 Hunter. This is our newest addition to the DD5 series of rifles. It's going to come with all of the standard upgrades that you're going to see on a regular DD5, including our grip and rip ambidextrous charging handle, the new super finish DLC coated bolt, our adjustable gas block, and our superior suppression device. Some of the things that are going to be unique to this rifle, you'll notice right off the bat, is our Cryptic Highlander camo that's going to be on here, and something you may not notice is going to be a Geissele SSA trigger. We haven't forgotten about all our hunters out there, our fans of the product that use this for game pursuit, and that's one of the reasons that this trigger is in here. It's a nice 2-stage trigger that's really going to help you out when it comes to taking a little slack out of that trigger, tracking that game across the field, and then squeezing off that round right when you need to. It's going to be available in 2 new calibers, our 6.5 Creedmoor and 260 Remington, as well as the old standby 308 Winchester. It's going to also be available in 18 and 20-inch barrels, so you'll have your choice of that.
19mm scope dovetails milled into its top for mounting a scope. It has a short extractor and plunger-style ejector, giving it smooth operation and enhanced ejection. Equipped with a 2-position safety, the bolt can be set while the rifle is on safe. To top it off, it comes with a fully adjustable trigger that allows the owner to tune weight, creep, and over travel to their liking. Clad in American-style walnut, the new Action is paired with CZ's legendary cold hammer-forged, factory-lapped barrel. The resulting rifle is destined.
Empty the gun while it's on safe. It has the center feed polymer magazine and the feather trigger that's adjustable and comes straight out of the box with a crisp trigger pull. The X-Bolt has the best production barrels in the industry, and that's where your accuracy comes from. And all the barrels are free-floated. Well, let's talk about the Max and how it's different. You can see that this is set up in a long-range configuration with a scope with a larger main tube for more adjustments, and also on an accessory 20 MOA Picatinny rail. We start with the muzzle brake, which reduces recoil by about half. We also supply a thread protector. If you do not want the muzzle brake muzzle blast while hunting, you can replace it with the thread protector. It does have an extended bolt handle, make a little bit easier operation of the bolt. What you're going to notice first about the Max Long Range is the new stock. This is a Browning stock, and it has a lot of great features for long range shooting. As you can see, it's sitting here on the bipod. It has a swivel stud for the bipod and an additional swivel stud for a sling attachment. For those that have bipods that attach via Picatinny rail, we'll have an accessory rail that's specifically made for this stock. Has the Picatinny section, also a sling attachment. It'll come supplied with screws, and it'll be a clean addition to the rifle as it's made specifically for this stock. One of the greatest features for long range shooting is the vertical pistol grip. And you can see that the Max stock has that. The vertical pistol grip gives you a great feel when you're shooting prone or off the bench, and sets your hand up to put your finger nicely on the trigger. When you look at the buttstock, you can see this is the biggest departure from our traditional stocks. We have parallel surfaces here that line up with the bore, and that's specifically done so while you're shooting, with the help of the muzzle brake, that most often you'll be able to spot your own shots. Traditional stock has a slant that when it's sitting in the bags and under recoil, as it moves backward, it tips the gun up and you can no longer see your target through the scope. So with these parallel surfaces, the help of the muzzle brake, you'll often be able to spot your own shots. You can see it has an adjustable comb. It's got a wheel here that you can tighten and loosen and move the comb up and down. You have about 1 inch of vertical movement, and on the back side, there's marks. So once you find your ideal location to get that perfect eye alignment with the scope, if you have to move the stock to for cleaning or whatever, you can get it back to that exact perfect position. We also made the back of the stock where the top and the bottom are parallel, so that if you use the supplied spacers, it comes with 1/4 inch and 2/3 of an inch, it'll have a nice clean look to it. If you do need to shorten the stock, because this is parallel, a gunsmith can shorten this and reuse the recoil pad. You won't have the additional expense of grinding.
To talk about the newest Hawkeye rifle, the Long Range Hunter, in 6.5 Creedmoor and 6.5 PRC. Last year, we introduced the Long Range Target in the Hawkeye series in 3 calibers, 300 Win Mag, 6.5 PRC, and 6.5 Creedmoor. For this year, we've got the new lightweight, all-weather Long Range Hunter in 6.5 PRC as well as 6.5 Creedmoor. The 6.5 PRC round is Hornady's newest short-action Magnum round that gives you an additional muzzle velocity as well as downrange energy for long-range shots. A lot of great features on the Hawkeye Long Range Hunter. We got a 2-tone laminate stock with adjustable length of pull and a soft rubber butt pad. Ruger LC6 trigger with detachable box magazine. Mauser style action with control rod feed, as well as a Picatinny rail for mounting your optics. And a 22-inch cold hammer forged barrel with a 5/8 24 thread and an included muzzle brake. So if you're looking to check out the Ruger Long Range Hunter,
if you love bolt action rifles, and who doesn't because they're so accurate, you probably want to take a look at this new Winchester XPR. Now it's been around for a few years, but what it is a lower priced Winchester bolt action. It has a 3-lug system, full body bolt, and it is surprisingly accurate. I've been hunting with these now for probably 4 years. When the first prototype came out, I hunted elk with it, and I was really impressed what that rifle would do. Last year, I got one in a 6.5 Creedmoor, which is what I've got here. And wow, it's a mild shooting cartridge, and in this rifle it is extremely accurate. I was getting well under minute of angle groups. That means 3 shots under 1 inch at 100 yards. Now, they're making it in this beautiful walnut. The ones that I've been shooting are your classic plastic stock or nylon stock type guns, and that's why they're so popular, is because they're impervious to weather and they're relatively inexpensive. But even with this beautiful walnut with some figuring grain in it, this rifle is only listed for about $600. That's a manufacturer's suggested price. So you'll probably pick it up on sale for less than that. That's a heck of a price for a rifle that will shoot under 1 minute of angle. I mean, I just don't see anything to complain about with these new rifles. Now, they do have plastic magazines, but you know what I found out about these things? They actually work better than the old metal ones. I just never have a jam or a feed problem with these magazines. And you can pull them out of your gun. In so many states now, you have to keep your magazines out of your rifles when you're traveling. It makes it really simple, but you keep them in your pocket and quickly load up once you get out of the truck. I just can't find anything to complain about, except for I don't have a walnut one that looks as good yet. Let's see how well it shoots. Whoa! You might not have noticed that, but I shot a little pebble out there about that big at 100 yards. Guaranteed. Oh, another one. Actually, they're little orange clay targets. Oh, bingo. Man, that is really sweet. If you're looking for an inexpensive rifle that performs like an expensive one and looks good doing it,
if you enjoyed our video, don't forget to hit the like button below. And if you want to see similar videos in the future, smash that subscribe button and make sure to turn the notification bell on. Now that's all I've got, and in all that you do, we want to help you beat yesterday.